Hi everyone, and I hope you are well and doing great in your DSA journey. So today's video is not on any specific pattern. It's all about the reasoning as I taught you in previous video. So because in the previous video I taught in middle of the video, so it's not give gave so much improvement. But now I will teach you all about in this particular video about how to conquer a problem like most of people's like this is the most important problem in DSA. Like I saw many of students just pick up the questions and when the length of the questions like is so long, so they they don't read the question and they just direct walk the so they direct see the explanation and example and start start to doing the problem. But it's not a good choice as I said and as I always everyone every time said about that. So today's video is specific on how to approach a problem. Like if you follow this pattern or these steps that I will teach you now, then I'm guaranteed like you can solve every questions. Like after that, you just need to know patterns and that's it, guys. Guys, you're done with DSC. Now you just need to remember the pattern and you just need to do more and more question on that specific pattern following these steps that I will teach you right now in this particular class. So I hope this video is worth it for all of you now and if you don't waste of time. So let's start without any further ado. Let's start. So there are 10 steps like we can say there are 10 steps and we need to go through with each steps for every problem. Every problem whenever you show you just need to do each step. You just need to follow each steps. Okay. Okay. So let's start. So before writing, I just write sorry. Asks yourself what you need to ask. The first point is what what exactly do I need to return? This is your first step. So suppose you are watching a questions. Yeah. So let's go on lead code. Okay. Okay. Wait a minute. Yeah. There is already lead code. Which problem is it? Okay. Just suppose this is the problem. Okay, I don't know which one is, but just suppose. And what you have given. For now, you just need to think like what is our first step? You just need what exactly do I need to return? So just look at here. What's the output you need to return? You need to return us tell like kind of what is it? It's just the reverse of that characters. Okay, a particular word like this is the let's this is a word and we just need to return this reverse of let's and for every word like so what do I need to return from for this question? We need to return reverse word for every word like you have given a sentence and you just need to return reverse of every word. So this is the first you need to understand this what I do what actually do I need to return. After that the second one is can I explain the problem in one two lines? Can I explain the problem in one two lines? So it's all up to you how you do question. So but we need to follow. So first we read the question slowly and calmly like What is the question? Given a string S, reverse the order of characters in each word within a sentence while still preserving white space and initial word order. So the question is like, now we need to explain this in our language or in one two lines. So what is the question? Question is you just given a string, whatever the string, you don't need to think about it. You just given a string and there are some white space or there are word particular. So in this sentence, in their in their word, we need to reverse that word, preserving that white space. So this is the whole about question because it's easy because now this time the question is not so hard, but sometimes when you see the questions are so long and the text is like unclarifiable, like it's really hard. The text is really hard. So that's time it's difficult. But as I said, you just need to read calmly. Like first, you just need to read every line, and you just need to understand what that exactly line want. After that, you just move on to the next line, and that's kind of step you follow in also whenever you read the text or question. So this is the second. Now let's move on to the third. The third one is given this input, what should happen step by step. Again, what's the what you want? So let's come here. So that's for now. I will copy both of them. Not all, just this one and comes here. So this is the. So now we need to check given this input. Okay, given this input, what's happening here? So first, if what's happening here, like then we are getting reverse, but here not the whole sentence. We are getting particular word reverse. So just think this one. What's happening first? This one. The bus is coming here, and the L is at the end, and after that this one and this one. So the whole thing is like there are words are reversing. We can say the same thing happening with it. The take is also reversing, lead code is also reversing, and contest is also. So given this input, what's happening step by step? First, it's pick up let's and reverse the let's like us, T, E, and let's reverse this one. After that, it pick up take, pick up take, and reverse take. E, K, A, T. Mm, yes. So these are the steps we just need to follow step by step, not like not do to solving whole input at once. Like you just need to follow step by step. That's why I'm writing here step by step. It's very important because most of student what they did like when they just show something in explanation input they just try to solve all at once. Like it's not a good way. Just pick up step by steps like and it's easy to remember and easy to explain itself. I hope you understand. Now let's move on to the next point because I feel all of it. Okay. Oops. The fourth point is find dependency. This is the most important point in its dependency. Yes, I think dependency like this. Where does the answer come from? Like this. So now it's really important to point that you need to clarify. Like without it, you can't solve problem. So let's suppose like this one. I again copy this one and just now you need to think like you need to find dependency. What does the mean of dependency? Dependency means like you know the step by step like what's happening here, the reversing happening here, like reversing is happening here. But now how can you get this? So the thing is like you have let's and you want us now you want this, but therefore you just need to find a dependency like how where to the answer come from and how can you get this one. So this is the now problem and you just need to look at here like so if you know patterns it's easy for you, but if you don't know right now, no worry about that. I will teach you everything as I said with mastering, like I will master in every pattern. So for now, if you know like some patterns, so you know like most of time for reversing we use two pointers. So but you need to think like how to use. So there is we put a variable at the starting and the head variable at the end, and we will reverse both of them. We will reverse both of them, and after that we increase al plus sign 1 and r minus sign 1. That's it. Like every time when we swap both of them, the L comes on next index and the R comes on the last one, my last one index minus 1. So R comes on that. Again, both are swapped and it comes here. We don't need to come here. We can. So here you need to find dependency, as I said. Without dependency, you can't do anything. For dependency, you just need to learn and you need to understand patterns, and that's very easy. You just need to stick with me and I can teach you everything as I said. So this is all about dependency. For now it's now let's move to the next point. What is the next point? Next point is can I simplify? The, in this the sub point is can I combine steps? Second sub point is can I remove conditions? And the third and the last sub point is can I avoid extra space? So these are also important, but they comes when you solve the questions, like when you found the dependency. Otherwise, without dependency and without solving question, what kind of steps you simplify. So for that one, you just need to find dependency. That's why I said like this one is most important point. So what do they want to say? Like, can I simplify? Just imagine like I wrote like if L equal to R, then increase L plus assign 1. And again I write if for more clear understanding, we can say like elif elif if L not equal to R, then R minus sign 1. So so now you just think there is a no sense like if you know like L equal to R, then this one. If L not equal to R, then it's obvious like this is a no-brainer, you know, like this is obvious. If L not equal to R, then why we need to write conditions like if L not equal to R? If this condition is false, then we already know like L is not equal to R. So rather than writing this, we can write direct else R minus assign 1. This one is short form like you can either you can write like this R assign R minus 1. Yeah, you can do this. Both are same. It's it's easy to write, but let's say I'm writing like this. But the main thing is like now we need to focus on like we don't need to check another conditions. Why we are checking this? Instead of we direct do this because if L equal to R, then automatically L goes increased. But otherwise it's not equal to, that's why it comes it moves. So you don't need to write like this. So we need to check like that's kind of things whenever we follow these. Can I combine steps? Can I remove steps? Or can I avoid extra space? So this is all about for fifth point. Now let's move into the sixth point. The sixth point is the sixth point is edge cases. We can say edge cases. In it in sixth point there are again some sub point. What if what if input is empty? What if input is empty? What if one-sided finishes early? What if all values are same? I hope you know about edge cases because if you are targeting any MNC or farm, then this point is also very important for you. Like they also ask in follow-up questions and edge cases about edge cases. So we need to aware about that. In so about edge cases, like you can think right now. I'm not getting any examples. Like you can check like this. You just given a string s, and another string given, and another string that is empty. Just suppose so, and the question is, you just need to check both are same. So before checking, you just need to check like these both are strings. Like if you look at t, so t is empty, so these comes in edge cases, because so suppose you have given three, an example like s equal to ab, and t equal to DSA also ab. It's good. Now, okay, so sorry, now you know like both are equal, and you wrote the code about that. But just suppose, and you didn't ask about any edge cases, and you didn't think about any edge cases, and in next test case, what you got? You got like this: s equal to ab, and t equal to an empty string. So you don't need to go, and just suppose like in a loop, you check with this length, like, and the length is empty, the t length is empty. So you you run with that, and there are supposed to some bugs you will get. So that's for, you just need to check before, like before starting the code, like before starting any loop, you can check if, not us, not us, or this, or the condition, or, and not t, not t, simply return false, return false. That's it. So this is about edge cases. Now I hope you understand about the edge cases, and you need to check all edge cases. It's depend on where, or we can say vary on the person, problem to problem. So it always not like these all are same for every problem edge cases. We need to think about problem, and then we need to find the edge cases. What can necessary could be here. So now the seventh point is complexity thinking. Is also be important. There is also, how can you think about complexity? You don't need to say the only, most of people do, like they direct check, is it any nested loop, is any sorting, or is any logarithmic sorting, or like that. You don't need to do like this. You just need to clarify, like you just need to look your problem solution, maybe your solution, and you just need to ask yourself, the first question is like, how many times am I am I visiting element? You just need to ask the first question to yourself, and you probably get the answer about that if you have good solution, not a messy solution. Then you, and the next sub point is, can I reduce extra space? And after that, you just need to ask like just suppose somewhere you are you are visiting three times a element, and when you think like it's not necessary for third time, two times are sufficient. So you just need to think how can I like reduce the third time visiting space. So there you can use break operation or continue operation. There are many operations you can think, or you can return directly, or you can check any conditions with help of conditions. It's all up to you. Look, how can you reduce? Like just you just need to think about that. If there is a no necessary to visit element, then just think about how can you reduce that. And sorry, and the last step is only now write code. Only now write code. So before completing these all steps, you don't able to write code. You don't need to write code. You must first you must follow all steps, all steps. After that, write code and check again. So I think the video was a bit long, but I hope it's worth it because okay guys, so I gave my best, and now I hope it's literally helpful for you, and you will show some different intuitions about problems the, the way you did before, but the way of now you will show questions, it's really a different way. Thank you guys. Thank you guys for watching this.